This is Hawkeye Jones here, former military of the United States government. Let me tell you something, you youngins. 75 years of age living has taught me a lot of things. What has taught me the most? I don't know how to work this thing, Billy. I don't know if this is correct. I don't know if this is on. My grandson Billy gave me the phone because I wanted to bitch about some things. And I'm going to start right now by saying if you're not supporting Israel, first and foremost, let's understand what is happening here. Israel is literally the army of God. They have the inside track on God. Now, if you're not following them, you are going to hell because you're following the devil. You're following the devil. And I can't tell you how many times I have literally had to, you know, to recondition myself to not follow the devil. I was at a church one time, and the guy, he said something against Israel. He says, we need to stop giving all this aid to them until they become Christian. Let me tell you something, boy. Them not being Christian is the most Christian thing they could ever do. You understand? Ted Cruz, a good, honest American hero, has said that we are out of touch, we are out of line and in line with the devil by saying Christ is king. Let me tell you something. You better stop that. If you're going around and you're saying Christ is king, that is literally like saying you love the devil, and you are literally cursing the Jewish Israel people. Those that you're going to go to hell. Because now they have said this is the most anti-Semitic thing you can possibly do. Going around saying Christ is king is like spitting in their God's face. I say their God because I am not worthy to fall down and worship their God. Their God is better because he loves them. And I was watching a video the other day that my grandson Billy says, hey, come here, Grandpa, look at this video. And the man was a pretty good a Jewish fella, looked pretty good. He looked like a clean cut, good guy, almost like a white man. And he says, God needs to apologize and ask for forgiveness to them. And I watched that, and at first I was shocked. I said, what is wrong with this man, Billy? Why is how could he be such a blasphemer and say that God needs to apologize? But then my grandson Billy told me, he explained, he said, Papa, this man he's evil. He is doing this, saying these horrible things. It is blasphemy. And I said, but well, who is this man? When I learned who he was, that changed everything. He was a Jewish fella. And I said, hey, Billy, you shut your damn gator trap mouth. Shut up. This is one of God's chosen. He's anointed. He can say those things. He can tell God that he needs to do that. Yeah, these are the people. And in fact, I watched another video. He tried to show me another video. I don't know. The kid's kooky. He says that Israel's the bad guys. I don't believe none of this. Fox News has not said this at all. So I'm not convinced. And he says, Papa, what was I doing? I was changing my diaper. Oh boy. What was I talking about here? It's almost time for some tapioca pudding and then bed. It's already almost 7 o'clock over here. I got to get to sleep. Oh boy. Time for some Fox News and some bedtime. Anyway, what was he saying there? There's a nurse I used to talk to back in the day. I can't remember her name. It was so long ago. Don't tell my wife. Billy was trying to convince me these people were bad. And he says, look at this video, Papaw. What do you think of this guy? And so I started watching this video, and the same thing happened. This man was saying these really bad things, and I don't know, it sounded pretty horrible. But then he says, I'm a Jewish man. He had the yarmulke on his back of his head. And I said, well, there you go. He says, why are you stop attacking these people? Because if you don't stop attacking them, God will literally blow your house down like the big bad wolf. He's just, your house is there, 1 minute is gone the next. That's what happens. And then they'll take everything from you because you are speaking out against him. So you got to stop with this. If you don't stop with the nonsense, you're going to end up in a bad way. There's other people who have done this. Let's name the people who have gone against them and been destroyed. There's the whole Middle East. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's because we helped them and we gave them everything and we gave them all the weapons and blah, blah, blah. But so what if our pilots literally did the bombing missions for them during the 6-Day War? So did France and Britain. They did it too. But they were doing their duty for these people because they follow the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and whatever, the other one, the other guy, Moloch, whatever. They're following all of them. That's what they're doing. Apparently, Moloch is like one of the, I don't really remember him being like part of that, but I guess now he's like one of their main people. I don't know. I just know that I do what Fox News tells me to do. I also heard that CNN is trying to get our vote. And one of the things they've been doing is being pro-Israel. Now, that will get me to look in your direction. I've been loyal to Fox News for a long time. But I got to say, if CNN is willing to offer cookies, punch, milk, maybe, the rec center at the retirement home, and they support Israel, I might be willing to look in their direction and overlook some of their loony, wacky, communistic ideas. I just think that this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Finally blowing Iran off the face of the earth, because it's something that I've wanted to do since I was at the Chosin Reservoir. 2 tours in Korea, 4 tours in Vietnam, 6 tours in World War II. I stormed the beaches in Normandy. I was at the Chosin Reservoir in Korea, and I was in Da Nang, and I was there when Saigon fell in Vietnam. And then I single-handedly also took down Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden. I don't like to brag. I'm not a braggart. I don't go around telling people. I don't go around telling people all the things that I've done. I'm just very proud to be an American who supports Israel. And I can tell you right now that supports Israel. I'm so glad that Bibi came out of his hole and showed everybody he's alive. Thank God. Their God. Their God has saved him. Once again, showing that the God of this world loves them. It is their birthright to own the Middle East and the world. And you all, if you don't support this, you're all on your way to hell. I can't stress it enough. Every time before I go to sleep, I'm thinking about what could happen. Like, what if these Islamic extremist robots do come and eat our medication? What are we going to do then? You tell me. Who's going to run the country? I mean, we can only re-vote for Trump so many times. Then we're going to get one of these wacky lunatics in there, and they're gonna do something crazy, something just absolutely crazy. So if they want to nuke Iran, I say we do it. We let them do what they got to do. They're the ones in charge, and they're the smart people that know what's going on. Not you, not me. And there's a message to Billy, my grandson, and all those kids in his age. Stop trying to sell me on the idea that these people are bad. I don't care that they were throwing puppies and kittens into the fire for whatever that, you can look it up. I don't know. It was some kind of festival they were having. I told Billy this, you can't prove anything. Just because there's a video of them doing it, those are probably liberals that were doing that. And they were wearing masks to look like Jewish people. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that we're being deceived. Just keep giving your money to these people like John Hagee. These are the people who are on the front lines. Erica Kirk, all of these people. Stay away from the wacky ones like Candace Owens. Oh, I hate her so bad. I can't tell you. And that Tucker Carlson. Qatar Carlson. We know you. Judge them by their fruits. I like that Laura Loomer. Like, she's good. I like her. She's good. She keeps us all in line, gets the whooping stick out. You better follow her. She's like, I'm going to whoop your ass, you goyim. That's a term that means friendly. Love, friendship. That's the Jewish term for that. That's what that's what that means. They love us. They love us. And, somebody said the other day that the reason that there's all these street shitter people in the country was because of them. Well, if that's because of them, then I'm okay with it. They can come with their bed sheets and smell like onions and shit in my yard anytime they want, as long as Israel approves. If these were Jewish lawmakers and they said, let's do this, that's fine. I don't like the Democrats, but I do like Schumer. I like Feinstein. And I like a few of them. I like them. Schiff, I like that. He's a good fellow. These are all Jewish people. I like them. They're okay. They're supporting the war. They understand the importance to destroy Iran and kill as many people as possible over there. And if they need to nuke the place, then you go ahead and nuke it. Because that's what needs to happen. I was there in World War II, and I liberated camps. Yes, stormed the beaches at Normandy, liberated camps, about 1,000 of them, saw 6 million people that needed to have a sandwich. Then I went into Korea and fought at the Chosin Reservoir against a communist Chinese. Then I went to Vietnam, and then I assassinated Saddam and Osama bin Laden. And then I went and I'm just a little too old to fight this war here, but 100%. I flew missions. I bombed all these places. And now that I've served my country for 55 years, I'm ready to retire. Yeah. But you guys just watch what you say, okay? Hawkeye Jones is watching you. I'm keeping my eyes on you, buddy. You aren't going to fool me. You were one of Billy's little friends trying to convince me that these people are bad. That's not going to happen. Never. Anyways, I'm going to go and watch Paranormal Roundtable tonight at 8 o'clock. Probably fall asleep in my applesauce because the guy is so boring and I hate him so bad. He is a rabid anti-Semitic evil man. He likes to say horrible things and tell stories about horrible people that have bad things that happen to them. That's their fault because they weren't serving the God of Israel. That's why these things happen to them. They need to serve the God of this world. Someone said, well, they're all pedos and they're giving their children to this idol. I said, if that's their God, then that's what you need to be doing, Billy. Now stop with the nonsense. I'll see you heathens. Paranormal Roundtable, 8 o'clock. I'll be there to goblins and what do they call it? Trolls, I think. They call it trolling, I think. I'll be there with bells on. You piece of crap, Josh Turner.